It's time to announce this week's Southern Tier Tuesday winner. Congratulations to Catskill Critters. The nonprofit is being awarded $2,000 from Upstate Shredding and Adam and Clover Weitzman. Joining me now in studio is the president and founder of the nonprofit, Carolyn, and rehabber, Erin Butler. Hi, guys. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Oh my God. Good. I was just saying before that when I walked in, I didn't notice that you guys were twins, so I was like, it's like a very odd Parent Trap moment. So can you tell us a little bit about the history behind Catskill Critters?
So we are roughly a newer nonprofit. Actually, next month will be a year that we've actually been officially a nonprofit. I got my rehabbing license in August of 21, so I started then, but I was small. I was just learning. So I decided last year that it was time to get a little bit bigger and do a couple more animals and like just grow generally. So my sister ended up taking the test and passing and doing the rehab, so she jumped on board to help. And roughly in Delaware County, there wasn't many rehabbers. So there was, I think, 3 on the website. So I was like, we need more rehabbers in Delaware County. So I studied, took the test, passed, and we've been rehab slowly growing. We just do right now with small mammals, which is like possums, squirrels, chipmunks, any of the, like those natures. I would like to do like get bigger, but for now we're staying small.
Okay, so what's a rehabber and what does that test kind of encapsulate?
Studying, a lot of studying.
Yeah.
So you have to pass and get an 85 or above through the DEC, and then they're the ones that license you, and that allows me to basically rescue, rehab, and release. So you can't keep the animals. You're
Eventually have to put them back in the wild.
releasing them, essentially. But that's like the main goal, because all these wild, they deserve to be wild. So
And
our
you do
job.
the interview.
What?
The interview you have to do too, after you take the test.
Yeah, and then you have to be approved through the DEC to have the interview to pass and get accredited. But yeah, we basically rescue, rehab, and release. That's like the motto for like all rehabbers.
So is it kind of similar to like veterinary practices or?
So basically what I do, I have a lot of orphans that I get, like mom gets hit or of that nature. So it's kind of like having a baby for 6 to 8 weeks or longer. So I'm up all throughout the night feeding, like cleaning cages, and until they get old enough where you can teach them basically what mom would teach them, to forage, to like find berries, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So at first, basically it's like formula. You keep them warm, hydrate, and then you're out there on milk replacer. Then gradually you start introducing stuff that would be in like nature, like berries and stuff like that.
And how many animals do you see come through your nonprofit?
So we're still on the smaller side. So a lot of cottontails, gray squirrels, and then possums is really what we have coming through. A lot of cottontails. But thankfully they grow fast, so the rehab process for them is a lot easier than like the gray squirrels could be up to 6 months rehabbing them to get them to be able to be released. And same with possums, they take longer than cottontails.
Is a cottontail a bunny?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I want to congratulate you on winning the grant. So do you have any plans for what you intend to use the money towards?
So I want to make bigger enclosures for my animals out of rehab and bigger soft releases, which like for my squirrels, you rehab them so they're bigger, but you also don't want to just throw them outside. They need to acclimate and get used to being out there. So with my squirrels last year, my husband, he can do carpentry, I cannot. So he built me some soft release boxes. So when I essentially release them into the wild, they actually have like a house that goes with them, and they can come and go as they want until they feel like they're ready, that they don't need the house, and they can venture off, or they can find a mate and build their own nest. But I would like to make a couple more of those, and just a bigger cage in the woods to acclimate, so they get used to the sounds and being out there in the dark versus being in, like right now it's like my she shed that was converted. So it's not the wilderness, but it gets them where they need to be for now.
And then I also saw that you were looking into purchasing a TLC incubator. So what is that?
So that essentially, most rehabbers use like heating pads right now when babies come in to keep them on like something warm, to keep them warm, because you want them to be warm. So you warm them up, then you hydrate them, then you feed them. This TLC incubator, it's humidified, because a lot of babies get like the heating pads wick their moisture, so they get dry. So this incubator will have humidity, and then it's like the temperature's moderated, so it stays the same temperature, versus the heating pads, I mean, they're not always so accurate. So this ICU incubator will help them just get better faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many current volunteers do you have? And if people want to get involved in Delaware County or around the Southern Tier, how can they get involved with your nonprofit?
So we have a couple things. We have, I'm always looking for cage cleaners. It's not a glorified job,
Yeah.
but I mean, that's a lot of what we do is cleaning cages because you want these animals to be clean. Just reaching out to us through Facebook is really a big thing, and my phone number's on our website and calling. And also just if you're interested in being a rehabber, to go on the DEC website, and there's a link and how to do all that. And I'm always offering help to study, to have people reach out to me.
And there's a link on our Facebook page too for Catskill Critters INC, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so all the information is on the Facebook page,
Yes.
correct?
There's
Okay.
a group and a page.
Okay, cool, cool. Well, I want to thank you both for coming on today. I really appreciate it. And congratulations on the check.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
So we have that information for those of you who might have missed those details. Catskill Critters is a nonprofit for wildlife rehabilitation of small mammals that have been injured or orphaned. You can find more information on them on the Catskill Critters Incorporated's Facebook page. For more on previous grant recipients, be sure to check out Southern Tier Tuesdays on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To learn more about the program, head to southerntiertuesday.com. And make sure to make every Tuesday count. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate a deserving nonprofit.